Welcome to Dice, Nerds, and Nagas, coming at you from beautiful Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Dice, Nerds, and Nagas, for people that hate themselves, but love shrimp. Now, I believe you had some shout-outs and thanks you wanted to do to other people that hated themselves and loved shrimp.
Indeed I do. So we are on Twitter, just in case you guys are unaware of that. We're at Dice Nerds and Nagas. We've all got our own handles too. But just want to give a bit of a shout-out to some of the D&D podcast community out there. There's a couple of guys I've been listening to as well. And I think if you've got time to check ours out, check out theirs as well. So one of them is Dicey D20. They're pretty fun, enjoyable group. I think they're up on Podbean. And then the other group that I wanted to give a shout out to is Dice Paper Roll. Very, very funny guys from Melbourne, and I think it's Melbourne. Anyway, they're in Australia. But congratulations on your live show that you guys just had recently. That was really, really cool. And the last person that I just want to thank for actually having a listen, giving their feedback, which was really, really cool, is AJ Pickett. The dude has an awesome channel on YouTube full of D&D lore from like everywhere, and he goes all the way back to like Dungeon magazines and all sorts of stuff. So if you guys are ever stuck for some ideas, check out his channel. It's really, really good. And yeah, that was about it.
I was hoping he was going to thank Jesus.
Well, no, he hasn't really helped at all with this.
Which Jesus?
I would say he stands in opposition to what we do, actually.
Black Jesus, Korean Jesus.
Oh, Black Jesus. Nobody ever thanks Black Jesus. Come on.
Whoever does.
Or baby Jesus.
Except around Kwanzaa time.
Baby Jesus.
Well, I like Korean Jesus.
Mr. Kim?
Mr. Kim.
Edit that out.
Okay, so where we left off in the last episode, the players, had aligned themselves with a group of adventurers working for the Wizards College in Waterdeep. They defeated the party of drow that had been traveling through the ziggurat as well. And I remember they had captured the leader of the drow, so she is sort of tied up or whatever, I don't know, beaten down, unconscious at the moment. The rest of them are still, in the same room, though. It's basically a plain stone room with some sort of puzzle needed to solve before you can pass through to the mummy's lair that you've been warned about already. So it's kind of a quiet moment. You've got the drow defeated. Their bodies are bleeding out on the floor, whatever.
Okay. Jesse, why are we keeping this priestess again?
Well, Temiel needs a new girlfriend, and I thought, he mentions, like, it's got to be some evil lady, and she seems to fit the bill.
Temiel, the one that you owe a bride to.
Now, the thing is, I'm not really sure how any of this is going to work. I mean, did he give you any instructions or anything like that?
The half-orc, dressed in wizarding robes, actually speaks up from the belly. Says, "Wait a minute. Did you say Temiel?"
Mm-hmm.
Really? This can't just be a coincidence, then. My patron is Temiel.
Oh, that's very...
While they're
From the
talking...
third infernal plane, right?
It's very convenient, because I thought I would have to sleep to be able to talk to him.
Wait a minute. You made a deal with Temiel, too?
I didn't make a deal with him.
He made a deal with us.
No, he didn't make a deal with us either. I accidentally... Well, I didn't accidentally. I killed his fiancée. I didn't know that was his fiancée, but I killed her. And then he was like, now I have to get him another bride.
Or it'll be her.
While they're talking, buddy, pickpocket family.
Smile across his face. He's like, "Oh my God, I heard about that. He told me about that."
That's me.
Ha! Small world. Either way, my name's Korgel. Korgel Merker. It's nice to meet someone else working with Temiel, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I just do simple things, profane the gods, kill people in his name, sacrifice to him, little things like that, really. But so far, it's been a pretty nice trade-off.
Okay.
rituals and such. Sometimes he leaves me messages in my book. He holds up a small, looks to be leather-bound notebook with little tentacles hanging off it and such. No, not tentacles, little horns, I'd say, sticking out of it.
Okay.
It kind of smokes. All the pages are smoking.
Cool. Maybe while we take a little rest here. Anybody else feel like they need a rest?
I could do with the rest.
I could do with the rest, but look, I mean, while you guys are deciding this, I'm just gonna make sure that our guest is nice and secure.
Yes, do make sure gag her as well.
So I'll gag her, and I'll put like a bedroll under her head and everything like that, because she's knocked out. And I mean, I did bash her in the face like a bit with things. Just tie her up and make sure that she's not dying.
Cool.
Like
I
I was
keep
saying
an
before.
eye on him.
Yeah, like what I was saying before. While everyone's talking, Buddy snatches that the amulet she was using before.
Okay.
Hey, Elvira. Elvira, did you manage to get a look at this puzzle at all?
I have, yes. Well, this door over here, she points to a large metallic door ahead, seems to be locked, and there's no way I can get through it, magic or otherwise. And then she points to a small pedestal with a switch in the middle of it, covered in a glass dome.
I got this.
No, please don't. Please don't. Can we just think about this first? We're about to go fight like
A mummy lord.
lots of zombies, probably.
Zombies? You said anything about zombies?
Well, if there's a mummy, isn't there going to be zombies?
We do believe that there is some sort of mummy back there, powerful undead.
Yeah. What's the history behind it?
We're not 100%. We know its name is Zemotep.
Zemotep. Interesting.
Write that down.
Zemotep, the mummy lord.
That's not cheesy at all.
No, not at all.
How well did you guys scan this room? I mean, are there any
Yeah,
murder holes or anything here? Are we gonna be safe?
Nothing of the sort as far as we can tell, really.
Can we just do like a rest?
Do you think it would be safe to maybe get a bit of shut eye? We can all take turns.
I think so. We rested here easily enough.
Yes.
All right, so 8 hours.
Sentry lies down.
So you're all going to take an
guard.
8-hour rest?
Yeah, but we'll set guards as well.
Okay, so
Who's guarding?
wake me up when it's
I'll
my
do
turn.
first,
I'll take the second watch.
third, fourth.
I don't take watch.
Okay. Oh, Buddy's awake the whole
Buddy's
time, isn't
awake,
he?
yeah.
Yeah. Never mind.
I want to sleep.
Okay, Buddy's watching us.
If you trust them.
So, whilst the others are beginning to rest, I'd say maybe a couple hours into their rest, you notice the drow woman seems to awaken, the priestess. She looks around and seemingly disappears at once from her ropes, which fall to the ground lightly.
Yeah. Did he manage to steal what he was looking for?
Well, did I?
The amulet, yes, you're able to take that from her.
Okay. I think Drow have some natural abilities.
I forgot about drow.
Actually, just spell casting.
So who all is awake at this point? Only Feather?
Only Feather, yeah, you guys went to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I see the ropes drop?
Yes, yeah, if you're on guard, you're keeping an eye on her.
Instantly
so-
teleport there and grab?
Well,
As if-
you
as
go
if-
there, you don't see her. You can give me a perception check to search
Because
the,
the ropes
area.
fell down.
Yeah.
Like 1 second she was there, and the next, the ropes fall to the ground as if there was suddenly nothing
6.
there. Let's see, 6 is not very good.
Not at all.
Not at all.
So you search, kind of
Through the
tossing
rope.
throwing the ropes behind you, looking around. Where could she go? Looking around all over, but you don't find any trace of the drow woman. Just her robes, and well, wait. What happens when you wild shape?
You can choose to have it all absorbed.
Your clothes and equipment goes with you still. So the ropes are there that were tied with, and the things she was bound with, the gag. But you guys really should just get a specialized gag. But and
Even if you gag a person, they can still watch it.
she
They don't say anything.
scurried away as a small little spider while you were looking around.
I'm actually not
for
too
her.
worried about that. Feather is not too worried about that.
Do you tell the others that she escaped? Or
I don't wake them up.
No. Okay.
I want everybody to sleep.
Buddy looks at you and goes, he just shrugs.
Yeah, so as far as the drow is concerned, she is just a spider in a room that probably has many spiders in it.
Yeah. Until Buddy, when we wake Aki up, he can just fireball everywhere if he wants to.
Yeah, or we could just not care and he turns invisible again.
But he don't give a shit.
Nope.
Yeah. But I'm watching everybody very closely around me.
Alright, the others seem unaffected by anything. They're not. No one attacks you or anything for the rest of your watch.
Okay.
Who's taking second watch then?
I'm taking second watch.
I tell
Huh?
him what happened.
Yeah.
She just disappeared, man.
Son of a bitch.
Ropes fell down,
Alright, I'm
and
gonna.
then she was gone. I looked around, but I couldn't find anything. I couldn't see if she turned into a spider or teleported or I don't know what they do. But she just disappeared, man.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Is she invisible?
I'm gonna wake Elvira. I'll just have a word with Elvira during the watch.
Okay.
You guys
I'm
are
gonna go to
sleeping.
sleep, man.
Alright. So, I'll just rouse Elvira.
What is it? I'm an old lady. Let me sleep.
Well, we have a bit of an issue, I guess. Our friend, the priestess, has disappeared. I guess. Fuck, I forgot that she can turn into things.
Yeah, there's not so many ways you can really hold down a druid.
Keep
It's
her
very,
unconscious.
very, very, very frustrating. Is there any way you can make out which one she is? I mean, like, we can't get out of this room, can we?
Well, she could leave, I suppose, if she really wanted to. She was outnumbered quite a bit. Let me look. She flips through her spell book a little bit. Casts a spell, kind of looks around. Her eyes are kind of glowing blue for a moment, I suppose, as she scans the room and says, no, I don't think that she's here any longer.
Son of a bitch. Alright. Sorry to wake you. Look, the whole reason we wanted to keep her alive, I think maybe your companion spoke to you, is we need to find some way to help my friend Zandri out. The only other option that we've come across so far is something that I don't know. Maybe you could help with. Are you an enchanter of any sort? I mean, how much do you know about the trapping of souls and objects?
I mean, I know quite a bit about such things. I'm skilled in all the magical arts.
If we wanted to get somebody's soul out of a vessel and into an unoccupied body, do you think you'd be able to help with that?
Now, what you're asking me about sounds a little ethically dubious, I suppose.
Perhaps.
Tell me the details if you're willing to spill the beans, so to speak. Let me know all the details of what you're asking. I don't agree to things.
Fair enough. A while back, I'm pretty sure you've had some run-ins with him as well, but we started tracking this cult of the void, those that worship this void Naga, and well, it seemed to have been led by a group of hags. We defeated one, and it turned out that she had somewhat of a phylactery of some sort, a special ring, and her soul is trapped inside there now. And, well, Temiel is this demon lord, devil lord, I'm not quite sure, archdevil, something along those lines, that was, I don't know, engaged to one of the other hags, but we killed her. So now
I'm
there's
sure
only...
Temiel enjoyed that.
He was not very impressed, from what I understand. But our idea is we've made sort of a tenuous alliance with this hag mother that's trapped in the ring, We intend to find the last remaining hag that sort of leads this cult of the void and dispatch her, get the mother into her body, and she would become Teniel's new bride. I thought we could maybe do away with all that by perhaps giving this drow woman the option of, okay, live and become a demon bride or die. But she
It
has.
seems that she took the option of live and leave.
It seems like she took that option. So basically, we have a ring that has a soul trapped in it, and we would still need to locate Patricia, I think her name was.
I don't think I ever got the names of the hags of that old cult, although the wizard Kylik did send somewhat regular reports about their activities.
Let's see.
Either way, so what is your question? You want me to assist you with putting a hag's soul in some other body?
Yes.
I could perhaps help a small bit, but I mean, to do that to an unwilling person seems a bit cruel.
I'm not sure it should be unwilling or not. The our goal is to essentially end Patricia, so she would be dead. So the corpse would be available. No, we killed
We killed-
Skevika.
Killed Skevika.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what help I could be. I know that it's the force of personality and willpower of the soul itself that will determine how easily or not it's able to take over the new body.
Okay.
So, for example, it seems that your idea of defeating the hag first and then putting the ring on would help quite a bit. That would make it a lot easier for her to take over.
Okay.
The closer to death or more injured someone is, the less they can focus on protecting their mind.
How would she be able to cross over from this ring into the body? Is my
Put the ring on the other body.
Huh.
Should be able to do it from take over from there. I mean, this hags are crafty creatures.
From what I understand, they're crafty, but I don't know. They seem to more or less keep their word unless they can get out of it somehow.
Well, I mean, that seems pretty common if you ask me.
All right. Well, thank you for your help, Blair. I mean, you get back to sleep. I'll continue my watch.
Going to. These old bones need twice as much rest as I used to. And the rest of your watches go relatively normally. As they said, this is a pretty safe room for the most part. Long road. That wasn't a good long road. No, I can't do that. My voice is shit today.
Yeah, my voice is also
Thanks.
terrible.
I'm going through puberty again. Boosh. So, you all awaken feeling refreshed. I think you still have to spend the hit die to heal. I don't think
No,
it's...
no. Long rest is
Oh,
automatically
Automatic?
full.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you get
And
your
you
hit dice back.
regain a certain amount.
Half the amount you used. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as we're
So that's something to keep in mind because the hit dice can run out.
Yeah, I've used all of them, so I've got 4 now.
Full health, some hit dice. Okay.
all right.
So, the rest of the group gets up and gets ready, but you notice that most of her compatriots just kind of sit off to the side. They're not really the puzzle type, so to speak. They're more there to play bodyguard.
What are they again? You know what I'm asking?
Let's see. Her group. There is a human fighter dressed in heavy armor, and there is a Goliath barbarian woman with a fiery great axe. There is a tall elfin man with kind of a punk rock sort of look, dual wielding. He's a rogue.
Okay.
And there's the half elk warlock, half orc warlock,
Half elk?
half elk.
Awesome.
The half orc warlock,
What was his name again?
Korgel.
The half elk war orc.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Side note, unrelated, just watched a horror movie last night called The Ritual. It was on Netflix. It was really good,
I've seen
actually.
that. Wow.
has kind of an elk-looking monster. So that's what made me think about it.
Monster. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
Either way, so they all wake up, and Elvira is kind of looking over the puzzle some more, I guess. And do you guys want me to describe it in detail, so we all get a clear
search
idea?
around, yes.
Yeah, so
Yes, please.
looking around, you can see there is the metal door. It is solid and not able to be opened by any means, no locks or anything. There is a pedestal with the switch that she believes will open the door, but it is covered by a glass case. She tells you that the glass case seems to be enchanted so that it will not move for anything.
Or break? They tried to break it.
No, they have not. Other than that, there are 4 gargoyle statues around the pedestal, each one painted a different color, with a small gem in its mouth.
What kind of gem?
How big are the gargoyles?
Like maybe 3 feet tall,
Okay.
like a church gargoyle.
Her height.
What colors are these things?
There's one that is red,
Okay.
one that is yellow, one that is blue, and one that is green.
And do the gems match the corresponding colors?
No, they are mixed up. The red gem is in the blue mouth, the green one is in the red mouth. They're all mixed up.
Could it be that simple?
Give it a try, she says. We tried putting these gems in every different combination we could think of.
Oh, yeah.
Can I try cast Word of Radiance on the yellow gargoyle?
Okay, what does that do?
It's radiant damage. It's just radiant damage and thing.
Right, the statue smashes to pieces, I guess,
Statue smashes to pieces.
or whatever it would do on a statue.
Shatter.
The statue shatters.
Cracks.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think. Is it like a spell, like like that was
Impact damage, or is it just...
or does it just affect like the health of something? Because it's just a statue.
It's a laser.
It would
It's like
just
radiant.
affect the health of something. Each creature I see makes a save, it takes 1d6
So it
radiant.
just
Yeah, so since it's not a
glows
creature, yeah, just
it glows.
it glows with radiant energy for a bit, and then nothing happens though, sadly.
Okay, well,
I say-
that was my idea.
I say, well, let's hold off on the spell using for a bit. We've got to fight something big
It's
next
a
door.
cantrip.
Are there
Right.
runes or word
Any inscriptions anywhere?
inscriptions? We'll look around for that, for something like that. Instructions.
Well, there is a small bit of writing over the door, but it's just a warning. It says, "Here lies the tomb of Zemotep. All who enter be cursed."
Huh. Have I heard of Zemotep before?
No.
There's the switch in the middle of the 4 gargoyles, basically.
Yes, it's in the middle, on a pedestal in the middle, covered in a glass case that will not move.
I touch the glass case.
It feels like normal glass.
Is it glowing at all? No. I try lift it.
It will not lift.
Can I inspect the sides of the room, like around the ceiling area? I want to see if I notice any more of those funny eyes or anything like that.
Okay, looking around, you actually don't see anything like that. The room seems to be very bare, other than this trap in it, the gargoyles.
I take all the jewels out of the mouths.
Huh?
I put them in my bag.
Okay. Do you think that'll help solve it?
No, I just run all the pretty jewels.
So I've been trying to think of a solution. I've been putting the gems on the glass, trying to stick them in the pedestal, trying to find a spot for them on.
Did you color code them?
Mm-hmm. Tried all the different
Okay.
colors. They thought this two mixed make that color, these two mixed make that color, but none of it's been working. We've been here nearly
Do the gargoyles
a
move?
day or two. The gargoyles, I've tried casting spells on the gargoyles. I've tried
Can we lift them?
looking behind them. They're built into the wall. They won't really move on their own. We tried pulling all the fingers, sticking a finger up the nose, in the mouths. I can't think of anything.
Sounds like there might be a red herring.
This glass dome won't move. You can try to lift it or something, but it
Let's
won't.
try break it.
Wait, let's search. It actually might be a red herring. Let's search the rest of the room. Is there any secret doors, levers, compartments?
Maybe you have to move the room.
Because that would be an interesting deterrent
Don't move the
for
switch.
intruders. You place a red herring right in front of them. They spend all their time focused on it, when the real entrance might be somewhere else.
I stand in front of the door and I say, I am Zemotep, open.
No, you're not. No one says that. No, there's no response, nothing. You're just talking. It echoes back lightly to you.
I ask the big one with the fiery axe, the orcish.
Yes,
Goliath
the
barbarian.
Goliath, yes.
Smash it. Smash the glass.
You sure, boss? And the wizard
Try.
just throws up her hands and just says, you know what?
Don't you think we haven't tried?
She says, okay.
Everybody
let me just-"
stand back.
And she very easily smashes the glass to pieces. The switch is now wide open for anyone to flip.
Everybody stand back. I got this.
Wait, stop.
We've heard that one.
I'm busy preparing my spell still.
Oh, come on.
Did you really tell him to wait, stop, because you're
Yes.
preparing? How does a druid prepare spells?
You have to sit and
Same way everybody else did before when we woke up. Do you need some help?
No, I'm trying
Can
to
I read them to
decide-
you? How does it work?
Trying to decide what the best stuff is to have with us, okay?
Oh, so Fleur hasn't readied her spells yet. Is that what you're telling us? Zenbree's fucking cool. Fleur has not. Fleur had a long night last night. Sorry, guys. That's hence the sunglasses.
Hey, if somebody's gonna move the lever, Aki, why don't you just mage hand it? We could
fun.
move
It's
that.
no fun. No,
That's
go,
no
go,
fun.
go, Philip.
But I wait for
So,
unless we just retcon it later.
yeah, we'll say that you have them actually done. You can
Okay.
figure it out.
Cool.
So you flip the switch, and the door slides open.
Wow.
That was it. It was just.
I look at the other party like,
I mean, we didn't want to break it and set off a trap or anything.
I guess, sometimes the simplest solutions are the best ones. Sometimes.
I guess so.
Also, he likes to smash things. So I mean,
You wouldn't believe how many
Other
times
people's
Nima here said the same thing. Just let me break it. Just let me break it. I'm sorry, Nima. You were right the whole time.
I look at Nima and give her a thumbs up.
Yeah. Maybe I'd just like to introduce myself to all your compatriots here. I mean,
I would say you guys
names.
already did
yeah,
that.
I'm sure.
So we've got Nima, and who's the elf?
The elf is named Lorem
Worm, and the
Gibson?
human?
Preston.
Preston. Does he have a little,
Ascot.
yeah, well, like a little cardigan tied back or something? Hanging over his
No,
shoulder?
I don't understand that reference.
It's crazy. It just sounds like a preppy kind of name.
Think, what's the blonde dude's name in Scooby Doo?
Fred?
Fred.
Fred. Yeah. Fred.
All right.
Okay, I poke my head through the door. What do I see?
Okay, so
Not my feet, just my
Your
head.
head gets chopped off.
So yes, you open the door and let's see, inside, deathly quiet and dark. Cool air flows out of the chamber into your room. The gust of air carries the faint scent of spices, and even beneath that, rot. And then, so you're going to go ahead and enter.
Before we go
Is this
ahead
a
and
market in
enter, I
Cambodia?
would just like to poison my blades.
Sounds like a market in Cambodia.
So you guys open the door and then stop for a few minutes. Finishes her spells. You're like, let me poison my blades. Aki's like, let me
I'm just looking.
comb Buddy's hair real quick. He looks like a mess.
I'm just waiting for Feather to go in and trigger all the traps.
Does it look?
Feather's doing a little braiding in his beard right
This is
now.
going to be one hell of a perception check, but does it look as if any of the spiders in the room maybe went into the
That's-
open door?
That's real meta. That is real meta.
Not
I
really.
feel like that's a little bit ridiculous.
Because you don't. How would you have even known that you were wild shaped?
We do know she changed shape. She
How?
changed shape before in the.
But
in
we
the
didn't
fight.
see her change shape. Oh, to get out of the.
I think Jesse's
out of the
assuming
box.
that she's turned into a spider. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that wouldn't
Alright,
surprise
go ahead. Why not?
You know, you never know. I might get a 20.
Could be a worm.
me. I think you need a third.
23.
You definitively see that no spiders walk into the room.
All right. That's good enough for me.
Neither does the spider on your shoulder.
Laying eggs in your ears.
Oh no, not again.
Again.
Damn it! Need to stop camping.
Okay, so I smell the room. What do I see in the room?
Like I said, it is pitch black.
Told us what we smelled.
You have dark vision, though, yes? So,
Oh, I cast dark vision.
well, dark vision, does that work in total darkness?
Yeah.
Or does it still need some sort of light?
Total darkness turns into dim light for 20, 40 feet.
Whatever your range is, but it's just
It's a normal
black and
dark
white.
vision,
You
yeah.
can't see.
Alright, so looking into there, you can't really see the far side of the room. It's too dark still. But just peeking your head in, you can make out some large square pillars rising up on either side of you, all going all the way down as far as you can see. And to the sides of the walls, empty sarcophagi or sarcophagi.
Can I?
Some guy.
Can
Empty
I-
ones are open.
Empty ones that are open. And beside them, though, occasionally see a large statue
What do I
of
see?
a dog-faced humanoid.
Totally got Skyrim in my head.
I see perfectly in total darkness up to 120 feet.
To 120 feet. So you can see further down, and it's the same still. More pillars, more sarcophagi, and more
How
of
many
these Anubis-faced, dog-faced Anubis statues.
How many?
basically.
Say like one every 10 feet or something like that.
I would say for 120 feet down, you can see maybe 6 of them.
Six.
Do I notice
Six
any,
sarcophagi.
are there any tracks or anything on the floor?
Spider.
Let's
No,
see.
just tracks. I want to see if anyone's been down here.
Roll a tracking test.
Survival.
Survival.
19.
Let's see.
Nice roll.
So, looking for tracks. What do you think if anyone would be passing through here? I would say actually this is as far as any of the adventurers have gotten that have passed through any time.
All we had to do was break
Yeah.
the glass.
A couple of dots start appearing on the floor past the Jessup as the invisible mage hand is doing this.
Hi, it doesn't set off any traps or
he
anything.
starts walking forward.
Don't have to worry about that necessarily, and you don't really see any traps. I would say, yeah, this is as far as any of the adventuring groups was able to get.
Alright, so sarcophagi on the walls. That's what we see.
And when you say going down, you just mean into the distance. It's not
Yeah,
slowing
into
down.
just into the distance. Yeah, I should be more clear. It's not in a slope or anything.
I will get on the broom and just be a bit in the air, and I want to kind of like.
Do you have dark vision?
Slowly go forward, yes.
Alright, so once you get.
He cast dark vision on himself as well.
I did.
Okay, so we all have dark vision then,
Yes.
right? I would say Elvira probably does the same for her group
Mhm.
that don't have dark vision. You know, Preston, I guess, wouldn't. I don't think the Goliath does either. So I would say the whole group probably goes in. You know, both groups will start walking in, unless you guys don't want to. You're just gonna let him go in by himself.
I want to go in.
No,
Yeah.
I want to go in
we'll go
searching for traps the whole way.
I'll be
Searching
more
for
to
anything
the,
that looks
to
easy.
the just off center to the right side, relatively high as I can get, basically.
Okay, it's a very tall chamber, so
I
you
went
can get pretty up there.
straight down the middle.
Alright.
At the back.
Alright. And I would say the other group is kind of mixed amongst you guys too.
Okay,
So
they're not being dicks, waiting for us to fall and shit.
no, they're a little more
Like the drow.
what's the word I'm looking for? Proactive. Yes, they're a little more proactive than the drow were.
I speak
So-
to. No, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Is it Prescott? I wouldn't know he's a rogue, right?
the elf.
Yeah.
The elf Lorem.
Okay.
You would know he was a rogue. He would probably volunteer that information when you guys are just sitting around.
You want to come up here in front with me, Lauren? Have a look for stuff. I'm pretty quick to get out of the way of things, but I don't necessarily see them.
Yeah, nah,
before
we
it
let
happens.
Nima and Preston take
Oh yeah.
point for us. Let the meteor people take it. I'm just a little elf boy from the streets.
Uh-huh. Little streeter.
Can't take the big hits. Oh, so sad. I'll wait back here until we see a treasure chest needs to be opened.
Okay. So do they step forward then with me?
They'll go ahead with you. And say, yeah, don't mind Lord, he's got her dig.
Is this your name?
Did she?
No, Miratar.
Did I bring that? Did
Mirtard?
Mirtard.
Mirtard. That's
While-
what the school kids would call him.
While I'm flying, I'm going to cast Detect Evil and Good.
Alright.
And that's within 30 feet of me, pretty much.
Alright, let's see. I guess you can see that Preston is probably evil.
Okay.
Or not Preston, I'm sorry. Korgul, the half-orc, is evil.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Well, he's a warlock.
Okay.
Let's see.
Like him, yeah.
I'm evil.
Yeah.
Lauren probably counts as chaotic evil or something along those lines. And that's about it, though, because it's only 30 feet, so you're not able to see to the far end of the room. But visually, once you guys are about halfway through, I'd say about 150 or so feet into the room, you can see further down.
Ooh, it's a 10-minute concentration. Detect
Yes.
evil and good.
And at the far end of the room, I messed it up a little bit, sorry. Once you get halfway across the room,
Hold on.
several torches begin to light themselves.
He doesn't detect evil alignment. He only detects aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
Oh, is it
Yeah,
all of
it's
them,
not
or just you have to pick?
It's
Or you're
all-
searching
all-
for one.
Just
All of them.
basically searching for
Within
supernatural
30 feet.
creatures.
Oh, I misunderstood that one.
Yeah, it doesn't detect alignment at all.
I picked a whole bouquet of
Yeah,
oopsie
I thought
daisies.
it sounded like alignment as well, but no, it's not
A
alignment.
bouquet
No,
of
no, no.
oopsie daisies.
A bouquet of oopsie daisies.
Operations listed and
Also-
undead within 30 feet.
What's the
Uh,
area?
That's where the creature
I'm gonna say
exited.
30 feet is stupid, so you do detect undead at the far end of the room.
Also,
And
any object that has been magically consecrated or desecrated, like
There's a lot of that
perhaps
in
a
here.
sarcophagus.
okay, something that's been consecrated or desecrated
Yeah.
or undead. So I'm gonna say you actually ping out through the whole room because that's more interesting than 30 feet.
This
It lasts
place
15 minutes, so we probably.
Okay.
Yeah, but once you're 30 feet next to something, it's like already right up in your
Hey,
face.
if we defeat the mummy, I think a midget will jump out and say, "This place is clean."
Okay, so does he tell us there's zombies at the end of the room or undead?
So,
Poltergeist.
what you can feel then is that these statues seem to be some sort of consecrated items. And
Desperate.
consecrated. A good one.
Ah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And at the far end of the room, you can sense a very powerful undead. And then once you're sensing all the stuff, you're about halfway through. That's when the torches begin to light, starting from the back room, all the way until the end of the room.
Like when you kick a lamppost down the street.
Let's see. They bathe the room in sickly green light. The last torch at the far end of the room illuminates a figure sitting on a glittering throne. Sarcophagi line the walls, and between them, I already said that part, tall dog-faced statues wielding curved blades sit in guard. The chamber is massive, and there you go. So once you're in the center, the figure in the throne begins to move a little bit, shifting slightly in its chair. It raises its fist clenched high in the air. And I need you all to give me a strength saving throw.
Is it magic?
Why have you got to be like that?
Is it a spell?
It's like a layer action. So, yeah, it's like a spell.
14.
So, let me look up, I call this the sarcophagi shuffle.
19.
19? 7?
14.
14? 4. Ooh, that's not good.
Wait, does it affect Buddy too? He's invisible.
What?
Does it?
Oh,
is it-
Buddy? Yeah, it doesn't matter if he's invisible, actually.
Oh, Buddy rolled a 22.
So he's actually fine. So,
I would like to use my inspiration right now.
go for it.
Ooh, can I do that too? I have an inspiration.
I just looked at it.
That's what it's for.
Is that a reroll? Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
sweet. Why not?
8.
8, okay.
7,
Motherfucker.
14 was better. No inspiration.
I rolled 1 better on my inspiration.
Oh. Man, for the first time using inspiration, and they both failed.
Uninspired. Uninspired.
Very, very uninspired right now.
You feel yourself magically pull fast into the sarcophagi lining the walls.
Into it?
into them. They slam shut
Oh,
loudly, which echoes throughout the hallway. So, you, and you.
and then he had 14 before.
I had 14.
Yes.
That's still, yeah.
Still thrown in.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
You are fine. I would say Elvira,
Oh, fuck.
she is actually out there with you still. Let's see. The rogue fails. I'm gonna say the rogue fails. Preston fails. So you're left out.
Mm-hmm.
Elvira, the wizard, is left out. And Nima, the Goliath barbarian, is left out.
Oh, it's on fireball.
Let's see. A raspy voice, as rough as grinding sand, calls out from the throne toward you three. Who are
We don't
left.
hear it inside.
Maybe you can hear it muffled a little bit.
Do it muffled.
Turn around.
Turn
Leave my
around.
grave.
Every now and then you
Leave or risk the curse of Zemotep. That's what he says to you guys.
Zemo, okay. Well, you took my best buddy, so I fireball him.
Yeah, I guess we should roll initiative.
Yeah, roll it.
So that'll go for everyone too.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Now you roll. Thank you.
Oh, there's my normal roll.
Natural 19.
That's not bad.
11.
13.
22.
Pull out an actual piece of paper I can use. An actual factual piece of paper.
No, not 11.
So let's
10.
see.
On Friday, good.
Okay, so let's see. Elvira. She rolled. Not great. Let's see, and then Nima rolled somehow worse. Let's see. Those are the two NPCs that are out there. What did you roll for your initiative?
10.
10.
One of the highest rolls I've ever rolled.
And what did you roll?
12.
12. Zimri. It's 12. And what did you roll? 13. 13. So that's...
Oh shit. I don't know where.
22.
22.
I don't know where my stuff stats.
We just need to hold her off for like 30 more minutes.
And what did you...
Before
oh, I already
he
have yours.
teleports in.
And then the Mummy Lord, yeah.
Hey, do you still have those staff sets around? I don't know where.
Did I cut them out and give them to you, or...
I wrote them down somewhere, but now I don't know where I put them. I know it has 13 charges, and I know that they're recharged.
Let me see if I have anything.
Oh no, never mind. Here it is. Sorry. Got it. All good.
No problem. Alright, so where was it? Alright, so Feather Marshal, you go first. So you were thrown into one of the sarcophagi, right?
Yeah.
So you are in a claustrophobic stone casket.
Yeah.
Probably will run out of air in time, but you don't have to worry about that immediately. So I would say the options are try to break your way out by destroying its hit points and destroying it, or just pushing it open, which would be a harder strength check.
Come on, Kill Bill.
I will. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit it.
Ah,
I'm gonna hit it. Hit it. Do use my dagger to hit it? I don't know.
you can
What would I
the
do?
dagger, I guess, still.
The hilt of it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Breaking it. 16.
Yep.
So it's easy to hit it. Second attack. 17.
Huh?
And yeah, bonus attack. That would be bonus attack is offhand for me. It's only the hand, so
yeah.
that's 11.
11. That one doesn't make it. I'd say like AC 12 for it to be an effective enough attack to count it doing damage to it. So you let me out, motherfucker.
And will my fire damage do anything to it? I mean, cold damage.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You can add magic damage to it.
There's 2 hits. 5. 7, 10, 18.
18 damage total?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, now that you spend your turn bashing against the casket, trying to get out. It is the mummy's turn. Let's see. Alright, so it stares straight at Aki with its hate-filled empty sockets where its eyes would be. And
Like me.
you feel overcome with emotion. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Plus 6, 19.
19, dang. Okay, so you are fine. Its dreadful glare does nothing to you.
I stare back with my shadow eyes. What?
It simply will fire a... And actually, it doesn't do anything. It just sits there and it's still waiting to see if you all will leave his... And he says, I have your friends. Just go now. And then it goes to Jessup's turn.
Okay, so I have got my staff still and a short sword, so I'm gonna try hit. So staff 1, 23 to hit.
23 hits. The AC for the caskets is 12 for the sarcophagi.
Okay,
Can you?
so 2 hits, one with the staff of Cinnamon, one with the other thing. I will burn a charge for radiant damage with the staff of Cinnamon. So 2 hits then. 1d6 plus 5.
I need a visual. Can you
And
place the
radiant damage
sarcophagi in the room?
was-
These are the sarcophagi.
Well, the room is really big is the issue.
Basically, I want to know if Jessup and Feather were pulled into adjacent sarcophagi. Far, which ones were they?
These will be the sarcophagi?
Yeah, and this, because there's 6, and this will be the...
It's like 150 lengthwise.
Okay, so...
Okay, so
There.
6,
Is there another sarcophagi? Okay.
11,
Wow, it's far. And where, like here?
So you guys got... Yeah, so you guys are more in the
And
center.
and the dude is here.
Yes.
Get your minis out.
So
Okay.
17 damage as I'm hitting it. and then
Which one is feather?
back.
Which one is
Radiant
feather?
light coming out and another.
So just tell me the total damage.
17, 6 of which was radiant.
Okay, no problem. So you're wailing on it, 17 damage. So let me see. Okay, no problem.
Which one is...
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So you but you're unable to break through the sarcophagi yet. It goes to Zenbri now.
I kind of wish that you guys had seen this roll because I rolled a 1. So I pre-roll, rolled 1, and then I rolled 20. I was just like,
Very nice.
So what I want to know is if can I cast a cantrip like ice, like frostbite on it to weaken it and then punch it, or would I have to do?
I would say it would just do the same damage.
Oh, would it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wouldn't cause like extra damage, I guess.
Cantrip is also full action.
Yes, I know. I just want to double check. Okay.
You could just try and roll to push the thing open. Yeah.
I'm like a teeny tiny person.
You rolled
I
a
guess
20.
the
Like how big
You rolled
is
a 20.
this? I did roll a 20, but I mean still,
Add your strength modifier if you have
I
one.
have no strength modifier.
Okay, she rolled a 20.
I mean, yeah. that would-
Yeah. Can I get it open? I was like,
Yeah,
that's-
yeah. So you
How big is this thing? Like
It's pretty big, like people size.
I'm a little person, so am I standing up in it or am I lying
You're able to,
down?
yeah. You're like, oh, this is kind of roomy here.
I'm an apartment.
This is a studio, yeah. No, so you put your back against the backside and you push as hard as you can with your little halfling legs,
Yeah.
and it cracks open just enough for you to slip out into the central area. But that'll take a lot of
the whole thing.
your turn, yeah.
And of course a lot of my movement. Which one am I next to?
Yeah, dealer's choice. You can pick
Okay.
which one of those ones you want to be stuck in.
I'll just be next to the middle one. Yeah.
Ah,
Feather, which one are you in? And which one are you in?
Where's the right hand side? I said I was by the right hand side of the
So
room.
probably that side
I will
over
be by that one. In that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be in that one.
where's my character?
Okay.
A DNPC. He's half angel and half demon. And yeah, it starts with a +3 sword. And all the plot is actually centered around his backstory.
If I see Zenbri popping out of her thing, then who's turn? Is it my turn yet?
Let's see. Actually, yes, it goes to you after Zenbri.
In that case, it's a choice. I think that'll be fine.
Good roll.
I'm considering fireballing both the sarcophagus. But no, okay.
Focus fire.
No,
Okay.
Buddy's gonna try to help. Basically, he's gonna try to. If she can open it, Buddy's gonna try to open Mark's sarcophagus.
Alright, so give Buddy a strength check, I guess.
Oh,
that was a 20 and then it just rolled to an 8! No, 8 is not gonna do it, so that is Buddy's turn, or
yeah.
Buddy's action, which is your action, right? Or
No,
does-
I don't like to spend it to make him attack.
Okay.
But for his regular actions, he
You can just do his own thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna fireball the mummy.
Huh?
Dex save.
Yeah, he just makes a deck save. DC.
He was sitting down. He was sitting down.
16. Yeah, he was 16. 21, 26.
Do you want?
Let's see. So he has to make a save, correct?
Deck saving throw. And he was sitting.
So he has advantage on saving throws. It says, "Hacha."
Sprightly.
Magic resistance is,
Yep.
is the name of the ability. So I have to beat. I rolled a 17,
He got it. He beat me.
so he takes half damage.
Yep. So what I roll again? 27?
26.
So 26, so
So
13. 13.
13 damage to the mummy boy.
Damn it.
Mummy's boy.
Okay.
That's me again. Nah, other people.
And then it goes to Nima, the barbarian. So I guess she'll go try and open up one of the other caskets, I guess.
Where the other people are.
And she'll swing by this one, I guess. And try to open it. Let's see. Plus. Hey! Okay, so with a mighty bolt, she rips open the lid to your casket. Actually, by chance. She wasn't really paying attention to who got pulled into which one.
Oh,
Who do you want that to be?
just his name. Black.
That'll be the Goliath, I guess. If we get confused, it's not a super big deal. So, let's see, that's, and then Elvira, she's going to cast a protection spell on herself. So then it goes back to Feather Marshal. You are now free from the
Yep.
sarcophagus.
I do my normal trick. I see him. I run at him screaming.
10, 20, 30,
40.
40,
I teleport behind him.
Alright?
10,
Stab him.
20, 30, 45.
Yep. Can I get like behind him or?
No, he's
let's
back
see.
to the wall.
So,
I'm trying to throw it. Yeah.
legendary actions. Quick question for you guys.
It's a free action.
It's just whenever, right?
It's a
Whenever
free
you-
action.
End of somebody else's turn.
At the end of their turn. Okay, good. So your turn. So you're attacking him.
Layer actions are at the top at 20.
Okay.
At the top of the round.
So go ahead and attack.
Yeah. Advantage on the first one. Which is
Yay.
good. 26.
Okay, 26 hits.
And then I'll hit him again. So stunning strike him.
Can't
So
save.
con save 14, so he's got advantage, I suppose.
Yeah, it's not.
All his saving throws are advantage.
Oh no, no, magic,
Oh, that's magic resistance. Yeah,
magic.
that's not magic.
It's not magic.
not
Just
magic.
literally hitting him that hard.
Like, what do I have to beat?
14.
14. Okay, that's what I rolled actually.
Oh yeah.
Let's check his con. I was like,
Okay,
ah,
next
yeah.
one I'll do as well. 22.
That'll hit. So another stunning strike, another key point.
That's 2 key points.
Three damage.
Okay, same thing.
Ah, shit. Okay.
I rolled
so
two 14s.
I hit him with cold damage
Aye.
as well. If you need that separate. 6, 9, 10. 18 damage. He is not stunned.
18 damage?
Yeah. Okay. And I'm standing right. Okay.
Alright, so he's going to use. Let's see. Alright, so he's going to use his blasphemous word lair action since you're near him, within 10 feet of the Mummy Lord. So you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Ouch.
Because what he says fuck, and it's so offensive that it might just stun you. You can't say fuck on the internet.
19.
Ah, you're fine though. You're like, whatever, I say fuck all the time too. That's not that shocking.
Fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck.
Then it goes to the mummy's turn. He is going to be very angry at you for doing all that damage to him. Mummies don't like to be hit.
Mm-hmm. Such a mummy's boy.
I know, right?
Get it.
So he just turns with surprising speed and points an evil mummy finger at you. Let's see, you must make a Constitution saving throw again.
What mummies roll con saves? Is it poison?
No, I don't believe so.
15.
15, so on a failed save. Ooh, ouch. Okay. Let me see. 6. Are there any distinctive D6s I can borrow?
Yeah.
These ones are quite distinctive.
Yep.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Make a deck saving throw, right?
Well,
Dex save.
No, you already failed. It was a con.
Alright.
It was a con.
But you get another one, I'm sure. Sure, I read that in the player's handbook.
okay, let's see. 12. 22.
Or Arjuna can resurrect you.
30. 35.
It's last words trying to
39.
make a dying man feel better.
40. 41 damage.
Nice.
And that one's yours.
I've never felt such strength.
Let's see.
Turn you on.
The turn fails the saving throw.
Oh shit, there's more.
Oh my god.
There's more.
There's more.
Your maximum hit point number drops by 10.
Alright, I know this thing.
Yep.
Is it blind?
Maximum hit point modifier.
So even if they heal you, they can only heal you up to 10 below your maximum.
You now suffer the mummy's curse.
That's okay. I have a soft group's curse.
I have it now.
And the mummy will
I look bad, everybody. I look gaunt and pale.
raise his hands in the air in a grand motion, and 2 of the Anubis statues along the side of the wall sort of detach from their position and stride forward, blades in hand.
Of course they do.
Because you can't have a bad guy by himself.
Yeah, that's just a bad idea. So, where are the Anubis statues?
Let's see. Say they are coming from the walls, so they're moving this way. Maybe one going toward Feather and one going toward the other group.
Alright.
Oh god, it's hot.
Yeah. What's that pink fan do?
It is. When I came in, it was hot.
Yeah, but can it be on us?
It is on.
It is on us.
It's placed towards the floor.
It's placed toward here in general. But then that is blown.
Okay.
And AC is on.
So,
Wait,
Literally not.
what, is the AC's on?
In the closed room?
No, in that.
In that room.
You should put that front in the door.
it doesn't look like it reaches though.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it does. I just have to plug it.
That might be good.
It's summer season here.
Well, do you want to take like a? You guys want to take like a $5?
Okay, yeah. Let's do
Yeah, let's do it.
Here's where it stands. The heroes have entered the mummy's tomb. They were thrown into different sarcophagi, but they have escaped from the clutches of them. Feather Marshal bravely or foolishly attacked the mummy lord and found himself badly injured in return by its powerful harming magic. So, will our heroes and their new friends, their new allies, defeat the mummy lord? Find out next time on Dice Nerds and Nagas.